Good evening, Red Raven fans. We're live here from J. Herkelman Court here in Coffeyville, Kansas. For tonight's matchup, we have the Coffeyville Red Ravens men's basketball team going up against the Ottawa University junior varsity squad. Last time out, a favorable result, and to say that, that's quite an understatement. A 115-44 result last time out for the Coffeyville Community College Red Ravens. Multiple Red Ravens in double figures that night. Travis Washington, 21 points, 5 assists. Joshua Hill picking up a double-double as well, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Marvin Johnson, 14 points, 6 assists. So definitely, I would say that they're looking for a result just like that one. My name, Dirk Andrews. I'm here bringing you the live action here. And to my left-hand side, but he's still my right-hand man, Mr. Zach Mitchell.
Dirk, it's nice to have you on a broadcast. This is your first basketball experience on the mic.
Yeah, so I do soccer,
right.
but now I'm here doing basketball, and a lot of times I say soccer is a lot like basketball, but just with your feet. So I think it's going to translate into some good broadcasting tonight. That's what I have to say about that.
Well, the Ravens, both men's and women's, had pretty successful years in soccer. Basketball getting started, they're looking for a successful year. The men's enter this season the preseason number 14th ranked team in the country, which is something that they haven't been the last few years.
Sure.
So they're pretty excited. You mentioned some of the names earlier, some sophomores in there, not a lot of sophomores on the roster. But, Joshua Hill, a transfer, is somebody that Coach Herkelman, he's only going to get to have him for a year. But he's very excited, and I hope the faithful here in Coffeyville really get used to that guy's production. And he's starting today. It's going to be it's 3 of the starters that are the same from Wednesday. We've got newcomers. Would be number 1 Malik Keith and number 23 Anthony Jones entering the starting lineup. So a little shorter lineup. Tallest player out there is 6'6".
That's interesting.
He's jumping. That's Marvin Johnson. But it's going to be an athletic lineup out there, and the Red Ravens get ready to start looking for 2-0.
All right, so we win that one.
That'll be Keith with the ball. And, again, the Ravens going to play fast. If they score, they're going to press. And with this kind of lineup, they're going to switch everything, try to get to the rim. Nice take with the left.
Excellent job there by Anthony Jones to take it to the rack. Giving it to him early.
And see, here we come. The Ravens out in a 2-2-1, kind of a zone press. It's a trapping press, trying to get a lot of steals, which they did. That led to 115 points on Wednesday. And there's a reach in, which also happened quite frequently on Wednesday. A lot of fouls.
Well, aggressive play there from Casey Benton, but I like to see that, aggressive nature early. Set that tone. We're not going to give you anything easy. And see where we can go from there.
Well, and speaking of aggressive, for those of you who don't know, the legend that I'm calling the game with, Mr. Dirk Andrews, a speech teacher here on the campus. How many of these guys have you had in the classroom?
I've had quite a bit of them, and they're all fine young gentlemen, that's for sure. They all get their homework done.
There you go. That's good. Coach Herkelman might be pleased to hear that.
Yes, very good.
Nice rebound there by Benton. A 6'3" guard can hit the three. Scored on the first basket on Wednesday. Nice pass there. A little bit too quick there, Dirk.
Moving the feet there. Tried to get to the basket just like had been done earlier. A rule that they're emphasizing nowadays. They want to make sure that they're making a clean move to the basket, not taking too many steps.
Well, and I the rules being enforced and everything, we like to see that. But I like the aggressive play, and it's only the second game of this young season, so the jitters might still be a factor here.
Sure, yeah, no doubt about that.
Early November. Oh, nice backdoor cut, but a nice steal by Benton, and the Ravens are running.
Here we go. Pass to the corner, going to get it back to Benton. Benton looks to drive.
Oh, nice.
Shot up. Ooh, just off the mark. Going to be taken by Ottawa.
Yeah, and offensive rebounding was a huge factor in that demolition that happened on Wednesday. And the Ravens, small but very athletic out there.
That's very good. And foul here on the drive.
Well, and it's going to be a shooting foul, so Ottawa's going to have a chance to tie the game, which we should mention there was one tie on Wednesday between Bethany's JV and the Ravens, and that was when it was 0-0. The Ravens scored 24 straight points before Bethany was able to put points on the board. Here, Ottawa does it from the free throw line about a minute and a half into the ballgame.
Which there's a lot to be said about that, that's for sure. Jason Potter from Lenexa, Kansas, just trying to get to the hole, create something for his team, and gets 2 points out of it. Good job by him.
There's a lot of Kansas kids on this Ottawa JV team, and they've all heard of Coffeyville. They know the reputation the Ravens have, so most of them probably at least a little excited to go toe-to-toe with some of these guys. Again, JV teams have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, so the same ages are out there. Nice take again with the left.
Yes, sir. Anthony Jones gave a little bit of a fake, Went in with the left hand. Smooth move.
And he was very comfortable driving with either hand there. Strong off the glass.
Ooh, good press break here, though. Ottawa University picking up the pace.
And that was Johnson a little slow. He did a nice job recovering and forcing a turnover late on the steal, but good effort there by the high-flying freshman.
Nice job of closing out there. And here we go with Malik Keith up the floor.
And I guess I should mention Johnson. They list him at 6'6", 180, which makes him the tallest player on the court and also one of the skinniest.
But one of the most athletic as well. Shot from the corner, up. Ooh, rebound there from Ottawa.
It helps having size only 13s instead of 16s keep the toes in bounds. Nice
Yes,
drive
sir.
here by Ottawa and a scoop there. Again, the lack of height for the Ravens. No shot blocker, but enough from Hill to deter the layup.
Yeah, cleans it up, no problem. Keith looking to drive.
Nice.
Gets it to the corner. Oh, just off the mark.
Oh, but there's a nice board by Hill. And he's going to be drawing, too. And there we see an offensive rebound, which Hill, again, had 11 rebounds on Wednesday. But a factor for him was he had a couple of offensive fouls by lowering the shoulder. There you see he gets the ball, cups it, goes up strong into the defender, but doesn't lower the shoulder. Dirk, you like to see that.
Yeah, a little more under control. You know what I mean? Because if you do dip that shoulder and you're out of control with your footwork as well, that's almost an automatic call right there. So if you're under control, if you make a good uniform move, a good technical move, you're going to get that call.
And the big man, he's big shoulder width. I'm sure the football team wouldn't mind having him out there playing some linebacker, but at 6'4.5", 6'5", he's technically the center out there. Nice free throw stroke. And way to go up. Way to go up tall.
Vertical, stayed vertical right there.
Yep.
Another call they're emphasizing in college basketball.
And I like it.
Tough drive and one.
Nice job there. And it looks to be the Jones show out there, the redshirt freshman. Taking it strong, but with a nice soft touch.
Anthony Jones from Indianapolis, Indiana, just seeing the opportunities and taking them.
Well, and they're doing a great job, the Ravens, of getting the ball down quick, swinging it, puts that Ottawa defense on their heels, and they're able to attack. And here,
that's a really good point there. No time to think about it. A lot of ball movement, getting down the court fast. And again, no time to think on the defensive end either, or for the offensive Ottawa.
Yep, and it looks to be there another player from Ottawa stepping on the out-of-bounds line, on the sideline. But there, Jones, much like Johnson earlier, late for the steal, but in time to force a turnover nonetheless.
Did Jay Herkelman take a page out of Arkansas's old playbook there with this nice press, shot in the lane, just off the mark?
That would be Johnson's first shot. I like the aggressiveness, just a little bit too strong.
Drive to the hole. Ooh, and one there for number 21, Avante Williams. Smooth move.
Freshman from Overland Park.
Used the rim there to kind of protect himself.
And that's, he grew up playing against. There's a lot of good talent out of the Kansas City area.
Well, you and I come from Kansas as well, so tons of talent. Just tons of talent.
I didn't want to speak the obvious there, Dirk.
Sure.
Everybody knows about our prowess.
We actually have some Kansas kids on our team as well. So you think they all definitely know each other. They've played in the tournaments. High school numbers, things like that.
And just social media, they all know each other because anybody that can ball in Kansas knows everybody else.
Yeah, you're right. Malik Keith over to the corner. Oh, just off the mark.
And Hill, again, had some help by Webster to get that, or Jones, excuse me, and a nice drive there by Johnson.
Marvin Johnson.
Probably, in my opinion, the best athlete, not only on this team, I think maybe one of the best athletes on campus here in Coffeyville. He can get to the rim quick.
On campus, he says, all across the board. And I'm not going to argue with you there, to be quite honest with you.
The track team might, and it would be nice to having a little bit of an Olympic type of competition, but Johnson can really elevate.
Well, back in the days of Jackie Robinson, those guys did play 3 or 4 sports even, in college. Shot up from Ottawa.
Nice. And it's 11-8. Ottawa hanging with them. Ottawa, a program well respected in this Kansas area.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tough drive there.
Johnson gets it rejected, and then a bit of a miscommunication there by a couple of Braves, and a slow to get up. By the way, speaking of Ottawa, I got to point this out quick. I like the jerseys.
Yeah, the black and yellow.
Yeah,
look pretty good.
You got the white slashes on the shoulders and the sides. The shorts look nice. I'm not saying we take free stuff. I'm saying we take free stuff.
Wow, look at Zach Mitchell taking a page out of my playbook there. Substitute just right there. Khalil Williams will come in.
Yep. And it looks like Coach Herkelman sticking with his starting 5. Nope, excuse me.
Yeah, Khalil Williams just came in there.
Right. I wasn't paying any attention to. So the Ravens very short out there on the perimeter.
Shot from the corner. Up. and opposite side rebound. Very good job.
Well, against most defenses, let alone his own, the weak side, that's about 70% of all rebounds come from that weak side.
Very good.
Even if you're short, you can still take advantage. Williams at 6'1", and then there's going to be a away from the ball foul against Hill.
Just a tough play, really, in the lane, trying to get his position, trying to work through that defense, but just a little too much there. Kind of what you alluded to earlier, something he needs to keep in mind. We don't want to have him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And Hill right now is getting an explanation from the referee. A sophomore being very respectful from what I'm seeing.
Very good,
Just
yes.
asked the question. That was, I think, a case of him just being bigger than the other player.
That's true, too. Look at the guy guarding him. No offense to him.
Well, and Coach Herkelman there not arguing, not getting on to Hill. He's getting on to the officials. He doesn't think there was enough there for a whistle. Sometimes things just look bad.
It's kind of like the LeBron effect almost. I mean, he's so big and sometimes he barrels the guys over, but it's just a matter of he's just that much bigger.
Yeah,
you know?
And Hill with a nice rebound takes a dribble and gets it up to Williams. The Ravens are running, but Ottawa quick back in defensive transition.
4-man out, 1-man in, gets it back out. Move to the lane, over to the corner. Oh.
And it looks like that'll be the third time a player has stepped on the sideline inadvertently. This was the first turnover in that fashion from the Red Ravens, and we've got a host of changes coming into the ball game.
Yes, we do here. Some fresh legs onto the court, rolling. Queen as well.
There looks to be 4 new players. Williams, the lone keeper on the court.
So T.J. Washington will come in as well as Quan Marshall.
And all of a sudden, the Ravens get much bigger, much taller down
yes,
low.
Yes, sir. Yes, we do.
Keon Queen, about 6'9", and a good athlete. Cedric Rowland out there at 6'7" and a big body.
6'9", but a wingspan of maybe like 6'10", 6'11" for Queen. That's for sure.
And you could see him out there on the perimeter picking up. He's got really good feet. He's a really good athlete.
Like Stretch Armstrong, if you would. And yes, he is an excellent athlete.
Yeah, a perfect player.
Shot clock getting low. Down to 3, down to 2.
Oh, and a nice theft there.
Excellent job there. Quan Marshall looking to push it.
Yep.
Finds the corner.
Williams for a quick 3. Draws nothing but air. And Queen.
Tough play. Tough
low.
play.
And Williams does a good job of making sure nothing happens there. It looks like the ball is going to be staying on this end, or at least the officials haven't gestured one way or the other.
Just a good hustle by both guys there.
Yeah, it just so happens one kind of undercut the other, both going in the direction of the ball. Of course, a clean play, but unfortunate that spill happens out of bounds.
Well, and literal spill there, too, because there's that Gatorade cooler over there, too.
You're not wrong.
Drive to the basket, up and good. Nice shot.
Williams showing the quickness, but he's got good shoulders there, good low center of gravity. Once he gets his man on his hip, able to get into the lane there, Dirk.
Excellent use of his body there.
And you can see there's 3 shorter, more quicker guards out there on the perimeter and 2 big guys down low to shore up the defensive end for the Ravens. Ottawa kind of pressing here with the shift change, not as aggressive.
Not able to slow the game down, not able to get into an offense, but able to here. But a quick shot, left-hander, off the mark.
Yeah, and
Queen's bad there.
And Queen kind of picks it up to give himself a rebound. That ball was going nowhere quick.
Rolling, takes a shot from the top of the key.
I like it.
Yeah, not a bad shot at all for him. I'd like to see him take those more.
I know the mid-range is kind of an older shot.
It's out of style, right?
But that makes or breaks a season sometimes. You get those easy mid-rangers, and that's a good look for Rowland.
Zach Mitchell, tell me, a mid-range shot is 2 points, right?
That's right.
A dunk is 2 points, right? A layup's 2 points?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Same as a couple of free throws there, Dirk.
All righty.
If my math is right.
You're exactly right. So timeout here on the court.
It's Coach Erkelman's going to get his guys in line, and Ottawa's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. Only down 5. Again, Bethany JV, which is in the same league as Ottawa, was never in that ball game. The Ravens really raced out to a huge lead there on Wednesday in the home opener, the season opener for the Red Ravens.
Well,
here, Ottawa sticking with them.
You said 24 straight points.
Yep.
I mean, to go down 24 right off the bat, yeah, that's demoralizing. But you know that this Ottawa team, they looked at that film, or they at least looked at the box score. Yep. That's for sure.
Yep.
And so maybe they learned something from those tapes. Who knows? But I'm still looking for the Ravens just to find their groove and to bust this one open.
Well, and that's what most people are expecting as we have a few more fans trickling in.
Here they come.
To see the action on Jay Herkelman Court here in Coffeyville, Kansas. But a 13-8 lead for the Ravens. They've looked sharp. They've looked aggressive. Ottawa Ottawa Braves composed for a JV squad.
Ooh, and good defense here from the Red Ravens.
Oh, and they're going to get him on the shove-off in open transition. I don't agree with that.
I don't know about that, Zach Mitchell.
More of really kind of boxed him out. Might have led with the forearm a little bit, but he might have also been steadying himself. That's an iffy call
We just talked about his body positioning and how he does it so well. There was nothing malicious right there.
And there's Coach Herkelman, again, shouting at the officials there. And I think he's got a great point.
Oh,
sometimes those players make bad decisions and pick up silly fouls. That's a good, aggressive move there by Williams. He's been strong coming off the bench.
And that's a no call. That's a definite no call. Drive to the rim, up and rebounded by Roland. Roland gets it to Washington.
Wow, Washington, a blur.
There we go. Boom shakalaka. Keon Queen.
Fired up, and Queen had a very good game on Wednesday. Looked strong in the post, playing that center position. And to be a postman in this conference, in this league, is no joke. There's a lot of talent.
That's for sure.
That Power Conference D1 is a nice step back there by Ottawa, but the Ravens are racing again.
And here we go. And when he took that tumble into the Gatorade cooler as well, he got up with a little bit of an attitude, and I like that. You know, it's good to see that chip on his shoulder. Cedric Rowland, mismatch.
Oh, nice.
To Queen. Oh. And there we go, up and in.
I don't mind the miss. I like the putback and the passing from the big man. Nice job by Roland. Keeps his head up, his eyes up, and Queen with the cut.
Well, and Roland recognized it. There was a mismatch there. Whoever guarded him cannot hold him. Good moves here, though.
And that's tough. No really resistance at the rim.
Quan Marshall.
The defense a little bit late getting into position for the Ravens as they give up a layup. Coach Erkelman's not going to agree with that execution.
And we slow it down a little bit here. Washington to Roland.
Yep. Williams, another three. Oh, in and out, yet to make one from the perimeter.
He's all over it.
He's been feisty on defense.
And here we go, Ottawa JV.
Oh, nice steal off by Williams there. Great help defense on the baseline. That is picture-perfect execution.
Yes, it is. And, almost got his cookies there, Washington.
Yep, that was Potter from Lenexa, Kansas, as the floater doesn't go too strong. Queen definitely an impact on defense.
Rolling behind the back, looking good. Euro step. Oh, nice.
The big man showing moves. Is it the beard? Because that looked a lot like James Harden.
Yes, sir. Nice Euro step there. May have taken ballet as a kid. I don't know.
Good feet from the big man, 6'7". What do they list him at? Oh, 225. It might be 230.
Nice. Got this crowd going, too. When he did that, there was that went over the crowd. That's for sure. Good move.
Sophomore point guard Malik Keith will be checking into the ball game. So 2 point guards who played a lot of minutes last year into the ball game for the Ravens.
It worked for him last year as well.
The top 3 scorers on the court there, returners from last year, is a 360 layup.
Just a wild shot there.
Yep, a lot of, and you can see now the pace is picking up. When Washington entered the game, number 3 there, they're going to get him for a carry. The pace picked up a little bit, and the big man, Roland and Queen, have definitely sparked this Raven team.
Yeah, they've made the difference, finding each other in the lane, also recognizing when they have mismatches. And to be quite honest with you, the Ottawa JV team can't match up with them height-wise and body-wise. So basically there's always a mismatch for them. You got to find those guys.
There's a mouse in the house at all times. It's just about being patient and working through the offense.
Well, and good footwork there. And look at them both out there at the top of the key.
I like it.
Long shot. Ooh, just off the mark.
And we got the tallest and the shortest player both going for the rebound. I like the aggressiveness. Nice dish there by Washington to Roland. That is as good a point guard play as you can have there. Nice vision, kept the dribble alive to the last second, and a little hook pass, easy basket.
A la Frank Mason there, to tell you the truth. Just the vision and the strength to get all the way to the basket, but also the vision to find the man. Good defense here. Step up, Malik Keith. Easy 2 points there. He's going to put that one in. Nice job.
Yeah, and it's almost timeout time for Ottawa. They need to get settled. This press from the Ravens really causing some chaos.
Accelerator all the way down. Keon Queen straight up. Excellent job by him.
Yep.
Stayed parallel.
Yeah, you got to stay vertical. You got to stay up.
Oh, vertical. There you go.
Nice
My bad.
Dish from Washington.
There we go.
And it's timeout time.
Better get a TO, baby.
Washington from Oklahoma, not too far away in Tulsa. His vision is one of the best in the nation. He can really, and he's got that ball on a string. The big guys know he's in the game. You run, you will be given an opportunity to get easy baskets. And there, the lead is ballooned to 15, Dirk Andrews.
All of a sudden.
25 to 10.
Well, the thing about Washington, too, is you have to respect both aspects of his game, because now that he's making these assists, they're going to lag off. They're going to defend those guys in the lane, and he's going to get some easy buckets right there. So you have to defend both. And as a defender, you can only do one thing at one time.
Well, especially if you're a junior varsity squad at a four-year college. These players for Ottawa are being groomed to someday as juniors and seniors be focal points of a team.
Sure.
Coffeyville doesn't have that. You got a year, maybe two, and you're done. So JV versus a junior college is always an interesting dynamic. But going back to Washington's play, he's kind of an old-school point guard, kind of a pass-first guy.
Sure.
Except he's a very good three-point shooter.
He's got it all, really. And, like you said, a traditional point guard as we know it, as far as the height goes, too. You now have the LeVar Balls, or Alonzo Balls, of the world. The Penny Hardaways of the world, even. These 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guards who
throwback,
have a lot of success in the NBA. But, he's a throwback guard, and he's a tough kid, too, because you have to be.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And then, somebody picking the ball up here at Malik. He's more of a newer age point guard, a shoot first, lightning in the open court in terms of speed.
Very athletic.
And a guy that can get to the rim and kick at baseline. We've seen already a couple times this game.
And so we lay off as far as the press goes. We're going to see how our slow-down defense works for us.
Yep, and again,
in this man-to-man.
The communication is key here, and where's the help going to come from?
Ooh.
That was a nice pass.
Excellent pass there. Good vision. Worked that man-to-man defense, got everybody moving and out of place.
Yeah, and Queen stepping up, trying to guard two people at once and contest is tough.
Good job by Roland there to go get that ball. He had two men on him.
That's nice. So they did a little three-man game there, almost like a triangle. Nice lob there.
Ooh, almost got that and one there. Good recognition by Roland. Again, that two-man game, that high-low.
Yeah.
Man, and with this lineup here and who we have on the bench, we have two or three different looks we can throw at a team at any given time.
A lot of junior colleges will be more athletic and a bit bigger than Ottawa, but the key to this lineup is you can still go high-low in conference because you put two or three shooters out there, nobody's going to be able to double. Queen did his work early, boxed out, held his ground. That's where the lob comes in. Queen just took his eyes off the rim early is how that ball didn't go in. But the aggressiveness from these big men we have not had here in Coffeyville for a handful of years.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And it's, again, a more traditional offense, two big men, three guard. But then again, yes, we have depth on the bench to come in for a four-guard lineup, kind of like we started off the game. But when it comes down to it, we need a big man down low or two, protecting the rim and facilitating the offense as well, getting the ball to them first, let it work through them, cutting, some screens, let it all happen. And if so, they can just turn around and put one in as well.
Coach Orkelman talked to us on the Coffee with Coaches podcast on Red Raven TV. You can check that out. A couple weeks ago, he talked about how in the scrimmages they've had in this preseason, they blocked more shots this year than they have in the last few. So they're more active defensively.
Already.
That's
yes.
right. And it's not like they've got a lot of sophomore big guys. Roland's a sophomore, but a lot of these guys – Queen's a freshman. A lot of these guys are younger, getting their first taste of college basketball. They're just being aggressive.
I think it's good that Queen, not as if, Roland's the teacher and Queen's the student, but he can learn under him in a way. You know what I mean? He has someone to look up to, someone with a year under his belt to rely on for experience, maybe even some advice throughout the season, trying to handle work and school, whatever it might be, practice.
Yep.
It's just good for everybody overall.
Yeah, well, and we're still going to be talking about bigs. Queen's at the line here. We've got his subs at the table. That's A.J. Webster, a freshman from Shawnee, Kansas, is going to be at the table. Going to be checking in for him, provided this second free throw goes down.
Jackson Miller as well.
Yeah, Jackson Miller's out there, number 33, a guy from Western Kansas. Again, you like to keep the Kansas kids.
Montezuma, Kansas. And very good there from Keon Queen, a big man with a soft touch.
Well, and that speaks to kind of expanding his perimeter game as the season goes along and his career goes along. But that you're going to get fouled a lot in this conference, and you got to make your free throws here. The Ravens looking very good from the free throw line.
Yeah, that can make or break a game. We all know that. Nice move there. Nice drive from number 12, Adrian Burnett.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. Ooh, and a collision down low.
Good recognition there.
Yeah.
Nice job, A.J. Webster. Just easy one there.
Well, and I like the no call there. That was just accidental contact.
Yeah.
But Webster does what he does best, puts the ball up easy.
Just fighting for a position in there. Overpowered his man.
Yep. And it's Ottawa again kind of out of control, and they're going to get a reach on Jones, who just checked back into the ball game. He, the owner of a handful of points already in this first half. He kind of got the offense started, scored the first basket for the Red Ravens.
Yeah, he did. He got us going,
Yep,
and just eager to get himself going once again.
And it's his second foul. Sometimes a coach will take a player out. You get your second. In the first half, he looks like he's going to be maybe Williams coming in for him. It's a 1-and-1 as the first free throw goes down. And, yes, Jones will be checking out of the ball game, so he checks in, picks up a quick foul.
Lesson learned there.
Yep.
Saving for the second half.
Well, he's been here 2 years, but this is his first year of playing as he's a redshirt freshman. So Jones might be a veteran in regards to knowing Coach Herkelman's pregame speeches, but not necessarily game plan execution. Keith with the ball, looking for Webster in the paint. And Williams, who was kind of a spark plug, six-man off the bench earlier in the ball game, has checked in for Jones. So you got 2 point guards really out there for the Ravens, 2 big men, and Johnson out there on the wing, number 4.
And we've got a zone look as well from Ottawa. So this will switch it up, but nice job there. Khalil Williams just kept the ball moving, kept that zone moving, and here we go with the press as well.
How do you beat a zone? You do crisp, quick passes on the perimeter. Nice floater.
Oh, good job there.
That's the giant killer. But again, against the zone, you can beat it down the court with speed. You can attack it from the perimeter and make nice passes. There's Johnson from 3. That one's no good. But Webster on the offensive boards, and it's going to be on the floor, Dirk, not on the shot. I disagree with that. But this being only the 4th team foul against Ottawa, they'll be taking it out of bounds.
Well, to be quite honest with you, he was fouled probably 2 to 3 times on those sequence of plays there. So Keith looking to the corner, shot up.
Oh, and that's
off the front of the rim.
Another miss there from the perimeter, but the lead 32-18.
Push it up. Ottawa shot from the corner, no good.
That's a quick rebound, and quickly up the court the Ravens go.
Back in that zone look.
Yep, it looks to be a 2-3, and it's pretty packed in, not even outside the three-point line. They are daring the Ravens to kill them from the perimeter.
So let's see what happens here. Good ball movement.
Nice pass.
Play to the corner, inside.
There, Johnson's going to have to learn the double pump works in high school, not so much, especially when you get into the Jayhawk Conference.
Yeah, just go up strong. Just go right to the rim with that, right?
Even a floater with
sure,
night, but he's at the line shooting 2. We're going to get to see another Raven see his free throw stroke.
Foul on Dakota Gray, already his 3rd.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes. These JV teams, not a lot of depth, especially they're bigger guys. You usually don't have a whole lot of people above 6 feet on these JV teams, let alone in the NAIA, which is where Ottawa resides.
Ravens keeping the foot to the accelerator, that's for sure, all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
They're not going to let up. Want to go ahead and
they put up 115 on Wednesday, probably looking to hit the century mark again today against the JV squad. Points not coming as easy or often here on Friday night. It's a big night for Red Raven Athletics. We got a men's basketball game today. We got district volleyball tomorrow, women's basketball game tomorrow as well. And nice cut off there by Johnson. And, of course, the sophomore night for the football team tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
It's going to be an awesome weekend here, Red Raven land, here on campus. If you can't find something to do, then, man.
You're not looking very hard.
No, exactly.
Nice job here by Ottawa to kind of take their time. Kind of move the defense side to side. Is a nice drive. No good. Nice strong rebound on the weak side.
Definitely so. Quick transition as well. Looking to bring it.
Oh!
And he does. Oh. Almost an and one there from Marvin Johnson.
Yeah, using his right on the left side. Kind of went middle there. The finger roll did not go, but more contact. He's back to the line.
Went from free throw line to free throw line in about 2 seconds there. I mean, my goodness.
Not a lot of dribbles. He was looking up for Keith running the right-hand side. Couldn't get the ball to him. Instead takes it to the rack, which most coaches will take.
Sure, and shot up and good.
Yep, first free throw goes down. 7 minutes to go in this first half. Mr. Andrews, what have you seen for the Ravens that we haven't already discussed?
I think more than anything, just maybe the game plan throughout the week being executed overall, Not a lot of thinking, not a lot of second guessing from the Red Ravens. It seems very smooth as far as their press. Yeah, as far as they get a bucket, they go right into the press. They give up a bucket, they go right into the transition.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Execution more than anything.
They're really taking this game seriously, and they're getting after it. Everybody wanting to get some playing time.
Definitely so, yeah.
Going deep into his bench for this type of game as he's already played 10, 11 players
Everyone's going to get a chance.
Yep. Keith with a long 3. Ooh, no good, but nice strong rebound by Miller.
Nice. Very good job by Jackson Miller. Montezuma, Kansas represent.
Yeah, he's a guy that Herkelman is very high on. He just has to get more experience playing against top-level athletes. Nice seal off. Forces the kick out.
And, maybe develop a body overall, too.
That happens. The weight room there exists for a reason.
Good hustle there on the floor. Burnett comes up.
Oh, nice hands there by Williams on the perimeter to knock the ball out of bounds. It's almost like going back to your favorite sport, soccer, Dirk. You kick the ball out, allows you to set your defense up, right?
Exactly. When in doubt, kick it out. Nah, not in basketball, but we'll take it, though, Stop the play, able to get us back in position, and here we go. Shot from the top of the key.
Webster out in isolation at the top of the key. Not always where a big man wants to be on defense, but he looked good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Flock of Ravens to rebound that one. Quickly back down court. You said, Mike, you really liked my word choice right there, didn't you? Yeah, definitely so.
Zach Mitchell approved. And here, the Ravens not being as quick with the passes. Johnson's going to get a look from the baseline in there. He had the chance for a three, hesitated, took an extra step, and that's going to be a travel.
The extra step a la Tyler Hansborough from North Carolina
what do you say?
5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is every time that guy touched the ball, he traveled back in the day. They finally.
Is it weird to think that Tyler Hansborough hasn't been a college player in almost 10 years?
Yes, it is. I had to stop myself because I almost said a couple years ago. But honestly, the big men, they were just moving their feet too much. They were shuffling.
Yep. You could do that on the dance floor. You can't do it on the basketball court. I like the no call, some contact at the end of that shot, but a nice tough shot here by the Braves as T.J. Washington's checked into the ball game.
Oh, excellent move into the lane.
And Johnson left a pair of broken ankles behind him as he elevated again with a double pump. He's going to go to the line for the third time tonight to try to get this lead to 20.
The attacking nature of the Red Ravens. It's been an exciting game to watch as a fan overall, and I just feel like the Red Ravens know that they have that over this Ottawa team. Their athletic ability, their athleticism.
Well, it's again, Coach Herkelman, he recruits top-level athletes to Coffeyville ever since he's been here. But it's one of those things where if you only attack against teams with maybe inferior talent, you won't do it against Hutchisons, and then the Butlers and those type of teams. But he's trying to get these guys to be downhill players all year long. That gets you to the national tournament, and that gets you noticed by the Division I coaches.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Like I said, they're not having to second guess themselves. It all looks very smooth. Out there.
Yep, and here Ottawa
second nature.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 10-second, and we got an applause from Coach Herkelman in the bench for the Ravens. You'll always that is a dedication to defense and working hard as a team when you can force a 10-second call.
Jay Herkelman's applause lasted about one or two claps there.
Which
on to the next play.
Speaks volumes coming from Coach Herkelman.
Yeah, great defense there.
Yeah, absolutely. Good team defense there in that zone press.
And so here we go, setting it up, working against this zone. Ball movement to the corner, Washington.
Oh, and that was an easy look there. Oh, and a nice box out to keep Miller from getting to the ball. So it'll be Braves basketball with 5:14 left in this first half. We're going to have a couple more subs. Hill and Marshall going to be checking into the ball game. Looks like Webster and Keith going to be checking out. And Queen will be checking in for Miller. Well-earned rest from those guys.
Well, it all changed whenever Queen and Roland came in.
Yep.
And so I'm looking for Queen to make an impact here with number 11, Joshua Hill.
Yep.
Two guys that are very athletic and could find each other as well in some situations in the lane or maybe high-low.
And both those guys started in the post for Coffeyville on Wednesday. They're going to see a lot of time together.
Very good.
Coach Herkelman looking for combinations that work well together early in this season.
Well, to be quite honest with you, the Webster, Roland, Queen, and Joshua Hill connections working for us. I think that's a great four-man rotation right there.
And that was a great job by Hill to shepherd that drive all the way to the block. And then Queen with the intimidation at the end. Oh, nice pass.
Wow. Oh, Queen just unable to finish those.
I don't think he was ready for it. He kind of jumped and caught it and went up, didn't gather himself. Did a lot of thinking there.
Yes, he did.
Kind of surprised by that pass. I think a lot of people in the gym were surprised
Washington,
by that pass.
great recognition there. Went up like he was going to shoot a three-pointer and just went right into the lane.
Great vision.
And so here we go. About 4 minutes left. Shot from the top of the key.
And a long rebound usually goes to the offense. That's what threes give you. It's why it's so tough to defend teams that shoot a lot of perimeter shots.
Good switch there by the Red Ravens, but drive in.
And it looks like the ball was knocked out by Hill. They're going to have 21 seconds left in the shot clock. Of course, a couple years ago, they knocked it from 35 to 30 for the men's.
Very good idea, really, yeah.
I like the improved pace.
Sure.
Yep.
35 was too long, and they might even shorten it from 30 one day. But
I wouldn't mind 28. I think 28
yeah,
would be
because
good.
the pro game's 24, correct?
Yeah.
So still here.
Oh, nice pass there by Johnson to Washington, who's going to take it for the finger roll and the scoop.
Good job. Taking the sure thing, because he had the three, but got into the lane, took the sure thing.
And I love the unselfishness and Marshall got away with a reach there, but by Johnson to kick the ball out, he almost had a layup, but
Sure.
he went from a contested shot to a easy shot for Washington.
Took the sure thing.
Nice teamwork there from freshman to sophomore. Ooh, spin move from Potter.
Drive to the lane. Keon Queen giving chase.
Ooh. And
Ooh.
Queen kind of confused there, kind of a little late getting back into the play as he's going to knock somebody.
This is going to be good here, I don't think.
Yeah, and that's a frustration foul there. He's going to be coming out. Roland's going to be checking in. That's a freshman mistake.
Put his shoulder into that one.
Yep.
Football plays tomorrow.
That's right. And rugby, we're still looking to get a team here into Coffeyville.
Speaking of football playing tomorrow, the football team does play here tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
Against Highland.
Yeah, so go out to
Sophomore
Veterans
night.
Memorial Stadium and check that one out.
Football team on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, definitely
recently beating Iowa Central and Dodge City last week here at home. So Coffeyville looking for their 4th win of the year, the football team, and 3rd in a row to finish out the season strong.
And so Queen's actually he's done for there, I think.
Yep, they're gonna at least for this after he's gonna be sent to the locker room to think things over, maybe do some homework. And Washington with the ball. Nice job there. Easy pass to Johnson. That's about as easy a 3 as you're going to get there. That's just great execution.
Smooth like the backside of a spoon.
And a miscommunication there from Ottawa. And 45-20 is your score with just under 3 to go. And the Braves are struggling to get into a rhythm.
Coffeyville just relentless in their offense and defense, really. Not letting them get comfortable in anything they do, in any phase of the game.
Yep. And nice pass there into Roland. Goes up strong. Too strong.
Kept with it, though.
And he's going to pad the stats on the rebound there. That's just a dedication to getting that bucket counted on the scoreboard.
Strong move over that shoulder.
Yep.
He knew the whole time he was going to shoot. He knew the matchup that he had there.
Yep. And that's going to be a matchup that they're going to go to a lot. Roland, nice hustle to get out there on the perimeter. Step back from
Yeah, good relentless D there from Roland. Almost
Freeman.
had like an interception there, a la Deion Sanders.
Yep, Stone Slade. That's a top 10 name of all time out
that's
there
a
for
good,
Ottawa.
solid name there.
Yep, I tried to do the step back, did not go. And so with a 27-point lead, there's going to be Washington from 3, make it a 30-point game.
From way downtown.
Yep, and Washington having not shot not a lot of attempts in this ball game. Again, looking to set everybody else up. But that was pretty nice.
Oh, that's going to be a gracious call there. Very gracious there from that referee. I think that was just good defense, but maybe just too much contact on the hand there, maybe too much of a reach in.
Well, they're going to get him for the reach, and he reached in with his right hand, going kind of across his body. If he goes in with the left, might not get the foul because he's more squared up with the dribbler with the ball. But
yeah, good point there.
Kind of cuts in, knifes in. If you get away with it, that's great. But again, but I like the aggressive play on the perimeter there. You're up 30 and you're still trying to put more points on the board.
Yeah, I like that overall. And
Ottawa with a miss on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Well, let's give credit to the band there. The band made a lot of noise on that one. Oh, great
nice
vision.
Pass, and Hill with the finish. And I see Queen kind of trotting back out of the locker room. So he's finished his homework there, Dirk.
Okay,
he's
very
headed
good.
Back to the bench.
Well, honestly, I was hoping it didn't come to that. I wasn't quite sure, though. We didn't get an official call. So.
Oh, and a block there by
Nice
Johnson.
job there.
There again, there might have been some contact low. That's initiated by the drive, not the defender. It goes up top, spikes it out of bounds.
Very good. And we have that height advantage.
Yep, why not use it?
Stay vertical.
And there, Ottawa kind of just an all perimeter out. Stone Slade making another drop. I just want to say that name as many times as possible. Nice
Good job by
dish.
Roland. Ooh.
And my man Slade's going to get a basket.
Good work there from Ottawa JV, just continuing to grind.
Yep. And Marshall kind of probing on the outside. Johnson looking in for the dive.
Washington thinking about it. Good move. Goes to the baseline. To the corner.
That is nice. Oh, and they're going to get an over the back on Roland. And that's going to be a technical on said Roland. And I don't agree with that. It's got to be a double tech if a technical at all. They were tied up at the top. That's where the personal foul came from. And the crowd is letting the officials hear it.
Wasn't a smart play by either player there.
No, but
both should have just let that one go.
I don't agree with only Roland being punished with a technical on that. If there's gonna be contact, and both players aren't going to walk away, then clearly both players should be punished.
Yeah, that's true. But, a learning point for Ced Rowland, to be quite honest with you. He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's got to be better than that, and he will be better than that. He'll learn from that.
And the officials will get the game film from this game, and that'll be reviewed as well. So hopefully the officials learn that you can't just punish one guy in that instance.
Sure. Learning point for everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is a college environment, Dirk. We try to learn every once in a while. I know your classes are full of that. Mine, I'm still working on that.
It's Friday. We don't talk about class Friday, 5 o'clock. It's over.
It's technically the weekend.
There you go.
All right, you round up. You round up.
Catch
Saturday.
me on Monday.
I'll try not to. Mondays are my slow day.
Send me an email.
Shoot me a text, maybe. Well, it's going to be free throws.
Sorting this thing
and
out.
The ball for Ottawa, and it looks like Washington and Rowland, the two sophomores, having a discussion over what exactly happened there at half court.
So Avante Williams out of Overland Park going to go ahead and take these free throws for Ottawa.
Yeah, he was the one who kind of initiated the whole ruckus there, if you could call it a ruckus. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Well,
I like that.
I wouldn't say it was a scrum. It was more of a verbal disagreement. But and the crowd here not letting the officials off easy on the dubious technical foul.
And they shouldn't. I mean, it's the home crowd. Got to let them know how you feel.
Exactly, and it's going to be looks to be 2 more free throws coming for Ottawa. And is a couple of makes there, gets it back under 30.
So explain to me why the additional
we've got
free
4
throw here.
straight uncontested free throws. I guess because
Why the 4?
Well, I guess because now Coffey's in the double bonus in terms of team
fouls.
I
see. Okay, very
I would
good.
assume that would be why. But
okay.
You would, and obviously on a technical, you get 2 free throws on the ball. He was fouled, so he was going to shoot anyways. But,
yeah.
I guess that's the logic there.
That's why you're the man, Zach.
I would never want that. I wouldn't want that title. That's theft from you, Mr. Andrews.
Oh, well, we can share.
Yep, and here is the possession going to the Braves. So Mr. Williams goes 3 for 4 from the line. Not a bad percentage at all.
Yeah, not bad at all. They're all free throw.
Yep.
Profit, baby. Pure profit.
There you go.
And they get the ball back so they can cut into this lead here.
Yep, I think that's step 3 of the process. And and here comes some quick 3, and that's going to be his second miss for Potter out on the perimeter, guarded by Washington.
And I will say this, Ottawa
nice.
just getting 3 free points. Probably wanted to work the ball a little bit more right there.
I like the jump hook, and that should be, knocked out by Hill. But Hill there, again, going into the jump hook, fell short. But he went up straight and tall, didn't lower the shoulders, something he did on Wednesday. Already learning the sophomore.
Under 1 minute to play here. Maybe one more possession here for Ottawa. Maybe looking for 2 possessions.
Yeah, well, it's getting a little bit late for that, and it's probably going to be.
Here we go.
Yeah, they're going to get one back. Johnson elevates.
Nice.
2-hand slam.
Great anticipation there, playing the passing lane.
Yep.
Easy stuff.
Yeah, and there it helps being 6'6" with a quick twitch muscle and long arms, doesn't it? I'm a little bit jealous. As Washington with the theft. It's going to be a ditch to Marshall. Goes up strong for his first points of the ball game.
Washington, no-look dish right there. Found Marshall on that right-hand side.
Washington's got a highlight reel full of those, and he doesn't even have to score. There's another theft. Washington with the lob.
And there we go.
And that's 6 points in 40 seconds. And the lead is above 30 as we go into
2-1.
halftime. And I think they should get a block for that in the stat book. Marshall with a basket.
What
Johnson
a
with
nice
couple.
way to end that first half, Zach Mitchell.
Well, and we're going to go into half. Ravens up 58-25. It's going to be a fast and fun one in the second. Hope you come back for us. We'll take a 15-minute break. We'll see you in a few.
All right, and we are back here from Jay Herkiman Court in Coffeyville, Kansas. What a first half, and what an ending to that first half as well.
It was fast and furious down there. It was about a 27-point game, and then about 40 seconds ago, Coffeyville poured it on, and the lead is now up to 33. So.
Yes, sir. Marvin Johnson, 15 points in that first half. Cedric Rowland had 8. Travis Washington, 5. Malik Keith had 2. Joshua Hill, 4. Khalil Williams, 5.
Yeah, Washington did a great job coming off the bench with that second unit. In terms of sparking the offense, is passing. Next level stuff.
Yeah, definitely so. Keon Queen, Cedric Rowland, the big guys came in. And I'm looking at the stat sheet here. Webster only has 2 points, but it seems like he did so much more, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, the big body was out there working.
Certainly so, yeah. I like that. All right, so here we go. Ottawa University starting off the second half with the ball. Looking to dig into this lead here. Coffeyville Red Ravens going to stay in a man-to-man. Malik Keith come to close out. Ball worked up to the top of the key. Red Ravens man-to-man all first half. Going to stick with that in this second half as well. Drive to the lane. Shot goes up. Keith going to come down with this one. Looking to push the floor. Looking for a shot. Gets it to the corner, and that's a three-pointer. Good ball movement from the Red Ravens right there. Anthony Jones from the corner. Picking up where he left off in the first half. Casey Bitton just a little too much on that one. Too much body, but good defense overall. You know, and again, setting that tone. Ottawa University is going to get nothing easy here.
Well, and Jones scoring the first basket for both halves for Coffeyville. Started the game off with a layup, and there with the corner three. When you can do it all, inside and out, that makes you a pretty good weapon.
Yeah, he's dynamic, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
Shot goes up off the mark. Offensive rebound, though.
And it looks like a new shot clock for Ottawa as Hill and Johnson fight each other for the board. You didn't think Johnson would win a strength fight against Hill very often.
Ooh, almost an and one there.
Probably worked out for the best. He's a little bit faster than Mr. Hill. And there, going back to the line where he was pretty successful, Johnson, in that first half.
Yeah, definitely so. Coffeyville Red Ravens doing a good job of getting to the basket and getting fouled, picking up those free ones. We do have an athletic advantage over Ottawa University, I would say. Well, so I have to take advantage of that.
Coffeyville's got an athletic advantage over a lot of teams they play.
Yeah, definitely so.
But JV team.
It's no knock to Ottawa, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be in the Jayhawk Conference as well. We're just going to have that athleticism over others, and we'll definitely need to find ways to exploit that.
As the free throw goes down, and Johnson was 3 for 5. Or, excuse me. No, that's not true at all. I lied to you.
Well, either way,
he was 6 for 6 from the free throw line in that first half. So
excellent.
An athletic wing that can capitalize from all over the court is nice to have. Ooh, nice crossover.
Excellent drive in there from Avante Williams, Overland Park product. Took it over to his natural left-hand side and right in. Malik Keith down the court, though, looking to respond.
And that's one of the few turnovers of the game for the Red Ravens there. Just a kind of a late pass to the cutting Hill from Johnson.
Yeah, just maybe a second or two off. Excellent defense, though, by the Red Ravens. Jones came over for that one.
Yep, and they're off and running.
Bitton looking to the corner. Gonna just back this one back out, retreat into the middle.
Yep, Hill too big, too
Excellent
strong.
Job.
Ottawa getting away from him, but a nice pass by Jones, the lob, effective.
Joshua Hill's a brick wall down there, Zach Mitchell.
Hey, well.
Excellent job there by Malik Keith, anticipating the passing lanes. Up and good.
Tried to slow up at the end to maybe draw a foul, and it looks like
that's going to be kicking there by Casey Benton. And again, that's the sport I come from.
There you go.
So, ole, 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 ole.
The lead balloons to 4-0. That's a 40-point spread here. I don't know what Vegas had the over-under as.
Well, and if you're playing NBA 2K, you turned it off 20 points ago. That's for sure. Right. You were 20-piece, but Ottawa going to still keep fighting there. Good basket there.
You can't really rage quit in real life. Hill with the spin move off glass.
Excellent move.
Good. And it's 69-29.
Excellent move there from Hill.
Yep.
Just felt that body on him. He knew which way he wanted to go, committed to the move, and executed.
I don't know how often he's going to play, as another theft almost against the Braves, but I don't know how often Hill's going to be playing center this year.
Sure.
But against people his own size, he's a mismatch every time.
I think he has the skills at least,
Yeah.
you know, and if that matchup
For a few
presents
minutes.
itself, yes, exactly. If the matchup presents
Exactly.
itself,
Well, yeah, and there's Johnson was looking for the lob there to Hill. Keith, nice job using the dribble to free up the post pass.
Oh.
And the left.
off the window. Great technique there.
And Hill, again, a sophomore, was not on the team last year. Transfer in. Really showing poise there down on the block.
Go ahead and give a shout out to Theodore, Alabama.
There you go. Why not? That's where he's from.
Good drive there. Yeah, Ottawa just, hey, they're not going to quit, guys. Even though we're having a great success on the offensive end, we still need to keep up that defense as well.
Well, and if you want to play for Coach Herkelman, it's defense that gets you on the court. And if you can do that consistently, you're going to see minutes.
Good drive here. Ball put up. Off the mark.
And a strip. And
he wasn't too happy with that. He was upset with that right there.
And he even went up with two hands.
Sure.
It was really just a spike and a rip there from Ottawa.
Yeah,
So
good defense overall.
That was my boy Stone Slade there with the strip.
We should probably set something up, maybe get an autograph session or something from Stone.
I'm hoping so. I mean, you got a name like that's an A-plus name.
Yeah,
right?
he's going places, that's for sure.
That's right. Probably back to Ottawa after the game. But,
Well,
he's definitely going somewhere.
Yeah, so here we go. 16 minutes left in this second half. Commanding lead for the Red Ravens.
And a nice pull up. No good. Nice board from Hill. And, man, the Ravens go back fast, don't they?
Attacked.
Yep.
Went right at the defender there. You know, had him off balance, went right at him.
Mm-hmm.
Knew he was going to pick up something there.
Yep, and it's going to be some more changes for the Red Ravens. Look to be 5 newcomers coming in. Williams, Washington, Marshall, Webster, and
Jackson Miller.
Number
3-3. Supporting the Larry Bird.
There you go. And it'll be Washington with the throw in.
Finds William in the corner. Good job to keep his pivot.
Yep. Nice
Hounding
find.
D. Very good job there. Took his time.
Squared up. I think he almost wanted to dish it to Webster, but then he went up strong anyways. Miller giving him some good minutes.
Well, and it would have been there, too. I think A.J. Webster was in a good position to receive that ball.
And there, Dakota Gray from Tonganoxie, Kansas, was going to make the pass before he secured the ball. You take your eyes off the rock, and it goes out of bounds, Dirk.
Well, you have to stay focused, especially if this Red Raven defense keeps up the intensity like it is.
Well,
you can't take your focus off for 1 second.
They got the athletes that'll get there in a hurry. And Webster's been in the lane a little bit. It fell down. And the kick ball. Nice hustle from Miller.
Excellent job.
Under 10 to go in the shot clock. Williams dancing. And he might have got away
Long
with the
shot.
sidestep. And Miller earning himself some extra playing time.
Nice
with that
job
one.
there. Very good hustle.
Yeah. Yeah, as you mentioned, as he gets in the weight room, kind of gets accustomed to junior college basketball level, he's going to be a player.
Yeah, definitely so. He's got the smarts.
Yeah,
he knows where to be and when.
Decent close out there. Nice job by Webster to kind of seal off, and Washington with the save. And, boy, they're coming down in a hurry. Washington kind of quick with the ball there.
Intensity from the first 5, intensity from the second 5 as well.
And a poor call there. It's going to be an offensive foul against Webster, but really that's the official being out of position to make that call because Dakota Gray stuck his snoot right up in Webster's personal space and got moved.
Well, and folks, I'm going to tell you something. Zach Mitchell's a pretty honest guy. You know what I mean? And if he says it was a terrible call, I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to believe you there. It's a terrible call. You don't usually go around, saying stuff like that, making crazy accusations. So
well, and I like that basketball has really tried to clean up post play recently, and
sure.
especially elbows to the neck and face area. That was a reach. By
the offensive player was gaining too much.
Well, that's what the theory was, but in reality, Webster just moved him. Nice lead pass from Washington to Webster.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Excellent job. He ran the court there.
Big man running. You're going to get the ball, especially with a point guard like Washington.
Well, you have to reward the big man for running,
Absolutely.
Let him know it. Excellent trap here from the Coffeyville Red Raven defense. Ball's going to squirt out. Easy 2.
Yep. Marshall to the cup.
And I'm going to go ahead and give Jason Potter from Ottawa some credit there. Good hustle from him, really. Just not giving up on the play.
Yep.
Going to get a call here against Quan Marshall. Just trying to cut off that that left side there. Unable to.
Freshman from Little Rock. We got a few players in Coffeyville, or a couple from Arkansas.
Yes, I noticed that actually going through the roster today. We have
Casey Benton from Clarksville.
Man, Arkansas is such a beautiful state. They call it the natural state, and it's for a reason, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Drive to the hole.
And it's going to be on the floor against Williams. Nice drive.
Yeah, definitely so.
Nice little burst from Burnett from Arkansas. We got a lot of
and honestly, Burnett, whenever he does come in, he provides a lot of energy for Ottawa. He's not afraid to bring the ball up, take on that press.
Yep. And they're either discussing who the foul was on or if it was on the shot.
There we go.
And they're going to give it to they're gesturing 25.
We don't have a 25.
25 is not only not on the court, he's not on the roster because that number does not exist.
Nope,
so
it does not.
I am confused as to who got the – nice.
Oh, look at that.
Well, Williams got beat on a backdoor drive, and that's going to be a double dribble.
Unfortunate, really.
Yeah,
we don't know who 25 is, but we know who 10 is right there.
Yep,
he just made his presence felt.
Yeah, with a block.
That was awesome.
The rebound off the block, and then the double dribble.
Well,
he was looking for a teammate and kind of got lost in the ball there, but he was looking up ahead. I saw his eyes. Well, he's really active, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. 6'1", he played a lot bigger than his height right there.
Yep.
Went up and got that block easily.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. Good twitch burst there. And a good low center of gravity.
Yeah, definitely. So kind of like a running back in football.
Ooh, and a good box out by Webster.
Good job by Washington to tap that one out. Smart player.
Look for the lob.
Throws it up. Oh, he wanted it, though.
Yeah,
it was there. Webster from the free throw line.
Nice job by Miller to get the board.
Nice move by Miller.
And he's going to be shooting, too. Good activity. I honestly think that wasn't a shot from Miller. I think he was dishing it back to Washington.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Well, he put a lot on that. It looked like more be like a kind of spiking it back to his teammate. I'm going to assume that's what it was. Maybe save him a miss in the stat book.
Well, either way, it was a good play overall by the Red Ravens.
It really was.
Good recognition from Washington to see him streaking down that right-hand side.
Well, and you can tell this crowd every time Washington gets the ball, half court, open court, whatever, the crowd gets a little excited because they know a highlight reel pass is coming, and 2 points are probably on their way.
He had such a good year last year, and I was so happy to hear he was coming back, this year for his sophomore year.
Well, he really put in a lot of work to improve over the offseason.
Yeah, he's going to be a catalyst going forward, that's for sure.
And the balloon, the lead as balloon, or the balloon is now leading. That score is now 81-31. Call it a 50-pointer, and Miller with the steal. The lead out to Marshall.
Good pass, really.
Not bad at all.
Good transition defense, though, as well.
You want to miss long versus short there.
Yeah, that's a really good point. He was able to lead him like a quarterback in that way.
That's right, yep. Interceptions on that play. Williams going to receive the screen. Nice dish.
Oh, look out. Phi Slamma Jamma.
And
that's what I'm talking about, Jackson Miller.
He was able to gather himself and explode to the rim. He played 1A basketball in high school, and he dominated at that level.
I can't imagine. Well, and great two-man game right there.
Yep, and it's going to be a foul. A little bit slow there. Not enough help to wall off, but Miller's going to pick up the foul. But what he really did was pick up some fans here in Coffeyville, Kansas.
He's got one in me right now. I like that move to the basket. Strong.
And let's give credit where credit is due. Williams with the pass. The bounce pass freed Miller to the rim there, and Ottawa doing wisely getting out of the way of a poster. But Miller giving Coach Jay Herkelman a lot of good minutes in this ballgame.
Yes, he is. Someone they can go to. We talked about the four-man rotation as far as the big men go, but, hey, Miller's right there as well.
Marshall, top of the key.
Oh,
good.
Like butter, my friend.
Well, and he really stepped into that. Again, Williams with 2 straight assists, and that's going to be a turnover by Ottawa. Credit pressure for the Ravens, but Williams with 2 straight assists there. That was more of a function of the offense, but gave a nice pass. Marshall able to step into that easy 3. He was a couple of steps beyond the 3-point line there, Dirk.
Well, look what a big dunk did for the crowd and for our team overall. Momentum going forward. We had the big 3 following a big dunk, and so Webster out to the top of the key.
Nice pass.
And there we go, Mr. Zach Mitchell. That Uncle Mo was on our side right about now.
Well, you see there, Webster in the block. Catches the ball, takes a power dribble, draws the double team, but his eyes are always up. Sometimes big men like to drop their head there. He keeps his vision alive, and the easy kick out, even easier shot, and there's going to be – I like the spin, Dirk.
Yeah, not a bad move at all, actually. Had
Williams.
Webster going one way, went back the other way. Kind of reminds me of like an Andrew Wiggins type move.
It was pretty good. It was pretty quick, and looks to be Williams is going to go to the line where he had some success in that first half, and that'll be the 6th team foul against Coffeyville. So free throws for Ottawa the rest of the way as we near the midway point of this half.
And think about this, Zach. They're down 50, but yet they're already going to the free throw line. Yep. They're already in the bonus. So it shows that they are attacking. They are trying. They're not just parking the bus.
I will say they haven't played scared. They've had some costly turnovers in the open court that might be not used to being under this kind of pressure that the Ravens provide. But they've definitely drawn their fair share of fouls. But I think half of those, I want to give credit. That's kind of the play style this Raven team will play with. I'm not going to say they're West Virginia-esque.
Sure.
But they have been playing fast and aggressive. Everybody wanting to get on the scoreboard and get some steals.
That's awesome to see here. Long three-pointer. Whoa. 3 in a row from downtown.
And Williams knew that one was good. Beautiful backspin on that jump shot, by the way.
Definitely so, man. Perfect form. Got up in the air as well.
Yeah, and that's a freshman from Louisiana is going to make his name known here in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Number 12, Zedrick Lee.
And that's about as good of post-help defense as you can provide. Dirk, break that down for us.
Well, basically, Zed Lee honestly did a good job of forcing him down low, and then our big man just kept his ground, forced him to put up a difficult shot. And that's the result of it right there.
And Lee, just checking into the ballgame, that's number 12 for you folks. Another Arkansas product.
Arkansas, we see you. All right.
And he got a lot of playing time on Wednesday.
He's quick.
Yes, he is. And he really gets down low on defense and a spark plug.
Oh, trying to go for 4 in a row there. A little greedy there maybe from the Red Ravens, but.
Yep. And Miller's going to pick up the swing and a miss and a foul there. So it's going to be free throws for Ottawa. Washington with the long contested three-pointer, but when you're up almost 60 points, Dirk, I think you can get away with a tough shot once.
Well, and I think going 3 in a row from downtown as well. Hey, keep it going. Try it out. Honestly, Washington has that range. I mean, our guards have that range, I feel like. Well, I don't want to see them shoot it every single time from that range, but they have it, I think.
Well, and I'm sure T.J. Washington has played NBA Jam before. You know what happens. You make 3 in a row, right?
He's on fire.
There you go.
Nice.
92-34. We got 10:42 left in this ball game.
Now, you did hear me say boom shakalaka earlier. I was hoping, the folks would understand where I was coming from with that.
If you don't say it, we get in trouble. I don't know if you know that. It's a law amongst broadcasters. You don't say it, and you get brought up on charges. So
Goodness gracious.
Something that I'm glad you checked that box for us.
Goodness gracious.
And here comes Washington bringing the ball up.
All right.
It's, again, 3 guards out with Miller and Webster in the post for the Red Ravens.
Zed Lee playing it up top. 3-pointer.
Almost. And Lee, the little man with the rebound.
Good job there. Finds Miller. Miller looking for some help.
Yeah, missed Webster on the cut there, but wisely kicked it out. They got a new shot clock coming in. 20 seconds left.
Good job by them. And, the game is out of touch, that's for sure. But let's work on some situations here maybe,
Yep.
Let's keep our discipline here, keep our maturity.
And as the clock ticks down to 10, Washington with the ball. A lot of heavy pressure from Potter. Nice take. Dish to Lee.
Oh, just off the mark for Lee, his first shot of the game.
A little long, but Miller being active.
Goes up strong.
And he's going to be shooting, too. Boy, he has really shown a lot of aggressiveness
in
the second half.
He's a guy that Herkelman can go to if there is some foul trouble amongst the rotation of bigs.
Yep.
He's a guy that, if he needs some toughness out of his team, if he needs to wake a player up, if he needs to, just get some momentum on the side, too, he could come up with a big block or maybe a big dunk. Miller proving himself tonight, that's for sure.
You can't have enough bigs in the Jayhawk Conference.
That's true.
And Coach Herkelman knows that. He's on the injured list right now, but he'll be playing later in the year. Redshirt sophomore William Jefferson.
Oh, I know.
Will be coming back from injury. He missed all of last year.
Yes, he did.
And they could have used him, Dirk. He's a good player. Herkelman really likes him. A lot of people in Coffeyville really like him. He's a hard worker, good kid. So that's another. He's about 6'6", 6'6.5", good athlete. He'll be coming in. So the depth for the front court for Coffeyville is going to be an advantage going into the year. But when you've got guys like Miller, we haven't even said Rowland's name. Cedric Rowland's name in the second half, but Miller's played great.
It's because Miller's been taking care of business, for the most part.
Yep.
And like you said, Jefferson, you asked me how many students I had in a speech class or, how many guys I've had in the speech class. Jefferson is one guy that I've had.
Yep.
He's a really good kid, too, and to have such an injury and work back all the way and just to keep a positive attitude like he did and to keep positive scores in the classroom as well, because if you get injured, it's easy just to say, hey, I'm not playing, I'm not practicing, I'm not going to school either. But he didn't do that. He did a really good job.
It's very easy. As you mentioned the phrase earlier, it's a soccer term, but park the bus. You can park the bus on your grades.
Sure.
You can check out. You might not want to be here anymore, but he did a great job.
Yeah.
He's been a really standout member of this community and campus, and so they're expecting him back in a matter of weeks, and so that will just add to the depth of this team. And I think the depth, we've seen it here at 10, 11 players getting some playing time, is the beautiful free throw stroke for these bigs.
Yeah, exactly. You have to like to see that, because in pressured game situations, it's not going to be like a hack-a-shack situation where they know one guy
they
can foul one guy and get an automatic rebound. No, it's not like that. So Miller, excellent job by him as Cedric Rolick comes in to replace him.
And right now, this is about as big of a lineup as Coffeyville will ever have. We got Keon Queen checking back into the game for the first time this half at 6'9", Cedric Rowland at 6'8", almost, or 6'7", almost 6'8". Jones is out there, number 23. He's about 6'5" or so. And then Marvin Johnson at 6'6", and a bouncy long-range athlete. And then, of course, the 6-foot Malik Keith.
I like this. I like this lineup a lot, actually. Let's see what they can do.
Defensively, this might be one of the best lineups Jay Herkiman could put out there on the court.
Kind of like a shutdown type lineup. Excellent pass there.
Yeah, but that was Johnson going left. He's a right-hander. Did a good job at elevating above the defense. Jump passes, usually frowned upon by coaches, but when you can dish it to somebody, Keon Queen knows what to do with that.
I think that coaches are coming to accept it more as long as the result is the right result. Well, if you over and over again throw it away, they're going to cut the cord.
Well,
but if you prove that you can make it, then yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and it's also he was jumping to set his teammate up, not jumping because he was desperate. And a nice backdoor cut and drive for Johnson. He had 15 points in that first half.
Yes, he did, continuing to add on to his tally. Just good recognition there. Maybe
nice.
Caught the Ottawa defense sleeping a little bit.
Which you should never do with him. He can get to the rim in a hurry. And Ravens now 2 points away from the century mark. Nice drive and a floater and a weak side rebound.
Malik Keith, shortest guy on the court there. Yeah,
you're going to give some of those up. Basketball, you can't shut anybody out. Keith kind of does the head shake. Johnson.
Oh, wow.
And that puts him up above the century mark.
There we go.
When you got a guy like him that can shoot like he can, the D1 coaches are going to know his name real
smooth
quick.
Like silk. I tell you what, man, that was smooth. He didn't even think twice about it. Just put it up and right in.
Well, when you're that wide open and you're that capable of a shooter, why not?
That's true.
That's Standridge out there with the ball, guarded by Keith.
Yeah, good job by him to close that out there.
Yep. Oh, and a good defense and a good way to get back. And
a little bit of body there.
I like the no call. That was initiated by the offense. Great job by Rowland to get back in position.
Kept his spot.
And there's Johnson with a swing pass to Jones.
Good recognition there.
Yeah, nice
Probably
shot.
could have put up a wild shot, but just slowed it down.
Oh, that's a grown man move by Rowland.
Yes,
Couldn't get it to
is.
fall. But that one's going to be a staple. That looks good on film going forward. And Johnson with the theft. His eyes are on the rim. Oh, that's a good, again, my man Stone Slade there wrapping him up. Does not want to get put on a
smart play.
You don't want to get put on YouTube, I tell you what. And we're streaming straight to YouTube. That's
Exactly.
where people are watching this game. You do not want to become a highlight reel.
No,
on
you
the
don't.
Wrong end.
You're already having that long trip back home. You're already.
And Coffeyville not unused to being on ESPN, not an occasion that happens all the time. But Mr. Anthony Slack was on the wrong end of a highlight way back in the day.
Wow, yeah.
That's
right.
a throwback from 05,
yes,
I think.
It is. What a great player, though.
What was his name that threw that down that dunk? He played for the Raptors for a few years.
I'm not sure.
Okay, but we're good?
Free throws here. Up, and that one goes good. Nice job there. Smooth stroke from him. Number 11. Or, excuse me, number 4, Marvin Johnson.
And just under 7.5 to go. Ooh, nice take and a nice rejection by Queen. They're going to say it was on the way down.
I'm not going to disagree. That's a tough call right there.
It is a tough. I think it was in that neutral zone where it wasn't going up, it wasn't going down.
I totally agree with you right there. It's almost like if you're on Keon's team, you want that block.
Yep.
If you're not, you definitely want that call.
Right. If you're for Ottawa, you like to reward the drive there. I will say, in a game like this, you don't mind him being aggressive. It's a long three from Jones. And the goal is about as wide as the Pacific Ocean.
Kind of reminds me of a Paul Pierce type player. You know what I mean? Like
kind of a do-it-all wing out there.
Exactly. Not super tall, but and almost
6'5".
Brandon Rush-like body style.
He really does, yeah. And he's got the aggressiveness as he gets out there on the perimeter.
And here we go. Jones, he has options.
Looking for the lob.
Oh, could have brought the house down with that one.
Johnson needs to go up with 2 next time. We got Roland long 2.
Purdy. That was Purdy.
Yeah, but credit Jones. He gets the steal, throws the oop, no good on the dunk, but gets the rebound and the assist. That's about all you can do on one possession.
Yeah, that's true. Just good teamwork overall by the Red Ravens.
And they're going to get Queen over the back. Looks like they'll be shooting 2. He hangs his head a little bit there. 107-41. You know, the Ravens played about as well as I thought they could, putting up 115 against Bethany's JV on Wednesday. They're 8 points away, and we got 6.5 minutes to go.
Well, and Zach Mitchell, I think there was a timeout in the first half. The score was 13-8.
Yeah,
it was something like that. It was still fairly close.
Yep.
Ravens were still trying to get it all together, and quickly did actually. When it came, it flowed.
Quick is the optimal term there, and of course this is a JV game, basically an exhibition for the Red Ravens, although they get to play in front of their home crowd officially. And it's something that I know a lot of teams play JV teams, and these games are thought up as warm-ups from time to time, although Ottawa, again, has a well-respected program here in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, definitely so.
But this is a game, if you're watching this from a fan of another team in the Jayhawk Conference, you're going to be watching this one thinking you got to worry about the ability to run out and get points easy if you're going to play the Red Ravens.
They can come at you from 5 different angles, that's for sure. All 5 guys can score.
And then Johnson's going to pick up a kind of a loose ball foul there.
Just staying aggressive.
Yep, well, and it was kind of stuck in no man's land, made a little bit of a contact and picked up the foul. Ottawa closing in on trying to get their 43rd and 44th point. Again, Bethany JV only scored 44, so they're looking to eclipse that mark here at the free throw line possibly to equal that from the earlier game against the JV squad.
Well, and at times Ottawa has played brilliantly, as far as working the ball around and creating some positions.
In the NAIA level, they've definitely got some talent. They've got something to work with, some potential over there. And, again, I like the jerseys.
Somewhat throwback with the design, really, but, I mean, the black and yellow and white really got you, huh?
I heard somebody talking nostalgically about the 90s, so I don't know if throwback can ever be bad because I grew up thinking the 80s were throwback, and now apparently the 90s are. Rolling with the step back, and it looks going to be going the other way.
Yeah.
Queen with the shove off. That's a 50-50 call, just kind of him out of position, forcing his way in there.
Well, and, maybe just a little too much as far as, from the elbows go. You want to see him just establish a position down there versus just flailing his arms.
Well, it's boxing out's got a lot to do with dancing. You got to use your hips appropriately, and there, kind of used the chicken wing there to get position.
Yeah, he did.
And that works sometimes, but not all the time, and that's a good learning moment.
Yeah, that really is. Body position, he might be used to being able to body people like that in high school.
Yeah.
He's taller, he's longer,
athletic.
He can get away with that type of stuff. But, not here, not in the Jayhawk Conference, and he'll learn that, and he is. He will turn in his frustration into something positive. I do feel like that.
Well, he did that in the first half, had a couple of nice baskets, and almost a rejection here in the second, and with a layup.
Yeah, tough call there.
Yep.
He'll want that one.
Hasn't been as productive as he was on Wednesday, but that's the part. That's why we play a lot of games in basketball.
Exactly.
That's why you play 30-some games.
Well, and honestly, the slack has been picked up by others on the team. That's for sure. Miller, the first one that comes to my mind. But, others around have picked it up, and some nights it's going to be like that. Your superstars or maybe your starters won't get their points, and that's the blessing of a deep team right there, and I think we have one. Shot from the top, rebound,
nice.
And good.
And
shortest guy on the court there.
Hill being a big body down there, and some other activity for some Red Ravens.
Zed Lee, look out.
Oh!
Thievery.
And a theft from Hill. Washington with the lead up to Hill.
Easy stuff there.
Yeah.
Nice job. Good job by the players. Honestly, not to showboat too much. Just get the easy two and go back to work.
Well, and going back to work is right on. Oh, and that was nice defense from
Woo.
Benton. Tough finish for
Can't do
Ottawa.
much about that. You know, Casey is not going to feel bad about that. Just job well done by the Ottawa University player.
Absolutely. Washington probing with a crossover.
A little bit of a weave out top.
It really is. A lot of teams use that. Benton quiet in this game.
Yeah, he has been.
I like his game. About 6'3", good wingspan, good first step. He's going to be a guy that might not score some games, but plays about 20 minutes because he's out there defensively. He can spread the court from three, so the teams have to respect that range. And there, he's going to go baseline, trying to get it to Hill. Kind of got caught in no man's land.
It'll come for Benton. It'll come for him. And then we see Ottawa JV gets in there for an and one. Good job there.
Absolutely. Nice drive. Hill kind of caught. Not a lazy foul, but if you're going to hit somebody, make sure they can't get the shot up there. And Hill's definitely got the body to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Avante Williams, he hadn't quit playing hard this whole game.
No, he has not. And
so he took it right to the rack there. Mm-hmm. He saw an opening, took it, paid off.
Yeah, it doesn't ever hurt to say, hey, well, we got killed, but I scored some baskets. I got some points. And this Ottawa team, obviously looking at him as somebody they can build a program around going forward.
Sure. Well, and as a JV player, almost every game's an audition, right? I mean,
yes,
you're trying to get to that next level.
Well, and it's a chance to get that exposure and that experience. Nice job by Benton to clean it up, and a dish.
Good look
To Webster again.
Nice. Yeah, there you go.
Again, Benton from Arkansas. Keep
Our Arkansas boys.
But I've been really impressed with him. Just kind of a quiet guy out there on the court. Almost unassuming, but a lot of production there with
the
defensive rebound.
Yeah, almost unassuming, but yet don't let him go off for 15. You know what I mean? Oh, not a bad look there either.
A little bit too much, and Coach Herc saying, hey, man, nobody picked you up. You dribble till they stop you in there. But eyes up trying to make a play for a
Exactly,
teammate.
Yeah.
Yep. Those type of turnovers get ironed out as the year goes along, and those are the best kind because you're trying to help another person score.
Yeah, definitely.
Too often junior college players get saddled with the reputation of being me first. This team doing a great job being teammates for each other.
Unless you have Wilt Chamberlain on your team, a 113 game means that a lot of people scored.
That's right.
And the ball was worked around.
Yep.
So
and we're just under 4 to go in this ball game. Again, 113-50, like you alluded to, Mr. Andrews.
I'm here.
And we're glad to have you. Again, this is your first time. Now, you're familiar with this basketball program both as a teacher, growing up in Coffeyville, and you were a ball boy back in the day.
I was. Thanks for busting me out right there, but I was a ball boy. And it's true, Coffeyville kids, great move there by Benton.
Yep.
Talking it into fruition for him. But, yeah, Coffeyville kids, we look up to these guys. I can remember Shadrick Jenkins and Rock Winston and DJ Dangerfield, those types of guys. I'll never forget those times. And Herkelman's still here doing his thing, man.
Oh, man.
He's got the court named after him, and what an accomplishment for him. I mean, if I ever have my name on anything, I'll feel accomplished.
Yeah.
He's got his name on the court. I mean, that's awesome.
What a pass. Sorry to break
up
your moment, but a left-handed pass, the crossover set it up. And here's the thing. Coach Herkelman's got something named after him, and he still comes to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. We get something named after us. We're not coming in until noon.
No, I'm quitting at that point. Ooh, big block there.
And
who got it?
And Lee almost with the save. Great hustle from the reserve guard.
And so we bring up Benton's name, and all he's done this whole time has just played super hard. He's been around the ball every single time, either with an assist or a deflection out of bounds. And if you guys can't hear this, the crowd definitely appreciating the Red Raven players, giving them a nice ovation. Yeah, this is awesome.
And again, a slap of approval from Herkelman as they come out of the ball game, most likely for the last time. Something to be earned and appreciated as a player.
Deep three there from Ottawa. My goodness.
I liked the attempt, though. I mean, if you can shoot that, take it.
He felt comfortable. It looked like he was very comfortable taking it. And his coach didn't come up off the bench or anything, so.
No, if he would have made it, some people would have come off the bench in excitement.
Wow.
Nice runner from Lee.
Excellent job, Zed. Way to hit that lane, put it up. Nice little teardrop.
And if you're a sub-6-footer, and he definitely is, you got to have the floater in your arsenal. I'm interested, the last couple of minutes is going to be seeing Marshall run point. It's one of the few times this year. A nice closeout from Miller.
And Webster, the primary big man down low as well.
But it's going to be one of the times when Keith and Washington are not on the court here for Coffeyville. Marshall probing, looking for a cutter.
Oh, nice job there. Top of the key. Oh.
Williams unable to knock it down. Missed his last two, but he hit a couple midway through the second half that really got this game going.
Oh, yeah, and you like those shots for sure. You know, catching them in stride. Yeah.
It's in rhythm. He's got a good bounce on that jumper. Nice soft touch, good backspin.
For sure.
And not short on confidence at the 6'1" guard. Coach Herkelman's had a plethora of those type of players come through his program over the years. And so the recipe for success for this team definitely apparent going through this year. Again, 14th preseason and nationally ranked.
That's awesome there.
Yep. Ooh, Lee, corner three.
Whoa, I thought he was going to get that one, though. Miller, big game.
Doing the dirty work, still hustling.
Oh.
Marshall thought about diving, wisely backtracks. Williams sets up.
Close one there.
And
so, Zach, tomorrow's a trifecta. We talked about that. So, again, guys, we have football at 7 o'clock.
Well, to start it off, we're going to have district volleyball, the
district
first game
volleyball
at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Win or go home.
That's right. The volleyball team, one of the best in the nation.
Definitely. So we want to give a good luck shout-out to Delise Downing and all those girls.
And if they win, they'll be playing at 3 p.m. Between then and the 3 o'clocker, the 11 and 3, you got a game here. The women's Red Ravens, who won on Wednesday as well.
Okay.
We'll be playing at 2, as it's a nice 3 from Ottawa.
Well, and they played tonight as well.
That's
so
right,
you'll want to go to the website, redravenathletics.com, check out some scores, see how they did, and they will be back here tomorrow as well.
Yep, and you got to support the athletes there, and check out their stat line. And
for a sports fan, I mean, it doesn't get any better than tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, you got. Ooh, it was a nice step back from Webster. He makes that. He's going to get a lot of playing
cool
time.
as a cucumber out there. I tell you what,
it looked good. Now I'm hungry. But yeah, and then I think, and again, of course, the last home football game at 7 o'clock, Veterans Memorial Stadium. Williams.
Oh, thievery
with the pilfer.
What do we got? Okay, very good. Took the safe.
Yeah.
Took the safe one there.
Well, the dunk's nice, but if you can get the 2 points, that helps the team. That helps the stat line. And if you miss the dunk, you're running for it.
And you don't want Herkelman to be on you for that there. That's for sure.
So, yeah, the Red Ravens up 123-53. Dirk, do the math for me.
We're winning pretty big.
That'll work for me.
Exactly.
Webster and Miller both go for it. Marshall going to be bringing up 8 seconds. And
let me just say, Zach Mitchell, this has been a pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to this Red Raven team going forward.
Victory number 2 for the men Red Raven team, and it's going to be a blowout here tonight. 123-53. Ravens take this one 2-0 on the young season. We thank you guys for hanging out with us. Dirk, thank you for participating.
Hey, I'm feeling good about it. Thanks for having me, Zach Mitchell.
We'll have to have you back on the mic. For everybody here in the booth and here in Coffeyville, I am Zach Mitchell. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Peace.